Pro wrestling, the greatest things in my life have happened because of pro wrestling.
Dave Herro has impacted the world of professional wrestling in a number of ways. He has brought a level of professionalism and integrity back into a business that's sorely needed it for a very long time.
From the very first initial introduction, I noticed he was different from a lot of people that come up and introduce themselves to me. Myself or anyone that I've ever been around that's ever taught about Dave, I've never heard one bad thing said about the man. So that speaks volume in the world that we live in today where, negativity feeds negativity. I've never heard anything negative about Dave.
I have been so blessed for the last 25 years. I get to hang out with my friends. Fun stuff.
He's a stand-up guy, good character. What you see is what you get. And he's one of those promoters that I wish I knew back when I was first cutting my teeth, because I think it would have helped me out in my career early on.
What sets David Herro apart from every other wrestling promoter is, look, the wrestling business is filthy. We all know that. It's dirty. But Dave is an honest man in a dishonest business.
I hope the story tells that it's still that kid chasing his dream, having fun, outside the box, not that 9 to 5, it's that hustle. Just not taking no for an answer. I don't know if it's a famous saying, but I'm David Herro and people fucking like me.
Lost is all I think about every time I look at you, and all the pain you put me through. The cost was great, too little, too late. Did you think I would not see you bailing out and leaving me? Now the pain I felt has gone away.
Hey guys.
Still setting up your own chairs?
Yeah, well, I want to make sure it's done right.
because I have X number of seats, I have to make sure that they're available.
The first time I fell in love with pro wrestling, I want to say 1984. My father took me to the Mecca Arena or Auditorium. It was one or the other. And the cage match was the Crusher against Mad Dog Vachon. We never even got to the main event. It was so loud, it was so obnoxious. Looking back at it now, I feel bad because he bought tickets, but let's be honest, he's been to quite a few shows since then. I was flipping through the channels on a Saturday, and I saw the Iron Sheik.
I'm going to introduce to you at this time the Iron Sheik.
Sheiky Bailey.
The Iron Sheik. With these weights, these are clubs, they are approximately 60 pounds in weight.
I had never seen anything like an Iron Sheik before. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. The villains were the ones that got me hooked on pro wrestling.
I got this as off as I can get, so nobody can get through here. If we could start getting chairs set up so we can get the corner, the bar set up and stuff. So Dave and I first met at the first Crusher Fest. Chris Smith, whose big idea was the bronze crusher. He was desperate, didn't know anyone, and he just went and looked up wrestling promoters in Milwaukee. And he found Dave Herro's name, and then when he realized who Dave Herro was, he thought he would never be able to work with us because he's so big. He is probably the most amazing person I've met, like in this segment of my life. Honest, loyal, truthful, invests. He just is one of those people that you're lucky to have him in your life.
Crusher Fest to me, besides being a tribute to the man that made Milwaukee famous, the Crusher, it's also a celebration of wrestling in Milwaukee, southeastern Wisconsin, the state of Wisconsin. It's people coming together that have a similar story. We all have that story of sitting on the couch on a Sunday morning with our grandparents or our parents or our aunt or uncle, some family member watching pro wrestling. And those were some of the best days and moments of our childhood.
So Dave, what are these? Are these like special requests? Yeah, these are special orders that people wanted to get some stuff done with. These are like hard to find baseball cards. You know, obviously have a lot more value signed. And then of course the magazines, and then, you know, all the good stuff. So I get programs and whatnot. There's trading cards and all the other fun stuff. So.
And you're the great facilitator.
Yeah, well, right now there's a little bit of a lull. We're trying to get a bunch of this stuff done out of the way.
Memorabilia to me, it's like a picture. It's a moment. It's a memory. But the picture doesn't fade. You can't lose it because you want it. If it's really good, you're going to put it in a frame. It's not even so much about getting it authenticated. It's the story behind the autograph or the story behind the photo op. And that is forever, you know, and that's why I love pro wrestling memorabilia so much. I mean, I have some amazing things at the house, and you look at it, and again, it goes back to that childhood moment that you remember. I remember that match, and now I got this 8x10 or this poster signed by both people in it, and I never thought I would get to meet them when I was younger.
That's an Andre the Giant signature. Yeah. Do you have a hard case or something for that?
I can put it in here, you know.
I'm going to have my buddy Brian bring some top loaders.
Okay. Can you explain one more time what it is? Mad Dog John's WWE Hall of Fame ring, along with his leg.
They used that match. It's like Jerry Lawler ripped that off in the pay-per-views. And Nash did also, right?
Nash did also.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing.
So, this is gratis for what you've done. Help me out. This was worn by Roddy Piper and autographed by him. I've also got some photos of him with it, autographing it.
It's amazing.
That's yours.
That is amazing.
This I received from Randy Savage back in 86 or 87 after helping him out through
This is the real
storm. Through a storm. It was his throw-around belt that he knocked around. So I appreciate you so much, man.
Oh my gosh. This is gold.
Is it worth giving all, And again, they have an extra $5. They're gonna buy another beer, a combo.
Yeah, I'd rather not do that.
Well, if they ask me, can I buy tickets for tomorrow? I have a paper ticket.
Right.
Basically, me and Dave, we've done everything. I trained his son. He's helped me at my shows. I've helped him at his shows. All the way from Blizzard Brawl 1 to whatever. Me and Silas Young had the very first match. We only went 15 minutes past our time, which pissed everybody off in the locker room. It was great. So, I mean, we had a rocky road thing, but to say something bad about Dave, it would probably take me a week. Okay? To say something good about Dave would probably take me 2 weeks of nonstop. Just a really, really, really good guy. The whole family, from his mom to his dad to his, to everybody. And they would come up to me when they saw me. Not this where, hey, this guy, he saw me but didn't say hi. That's the kind of family they are.
Me and Dave go way, way, way back. It is a funny story because it is wrestling related. I think a few people may have heard this. I know he mentioned it at one of the GLCW shows that we've done at Circle B when we had Charles Wright, aka the Godfather, as our special guest because many, many moons ago, little Linda was trying out to be one of the Godfather's valets. Remember the Ho train? True story. That's where I met Dave. We've been great, great friends ever since. That was 20 plus years ago. Got great opportunities ring announcing the GLCW shows, being a part of the Pro Wrestling Report as well, and now being part of Ohio Valley Wrestling, OVW, getting to do some ring announcing and backstage interviews down there in the Ville. More and more people just involved. Everyone's become family. Dave Herro is my family.
Stuff was his
So the story is pretty wild. Dave started giving me a couple of wrestlers that were coming through. I'd interview Mick Foley about the upcoming show or whatever. And one day, Dave, in about summer of 2021, said, "Hey, do you want to try it? Do you want to wrestle at Blizzard Brawl?" Absolutely. I got permission from my station, and I didn't tell anyone except for the people that absolutely had to know. Two of my managers and my wife, and that's it. Didn't tell anyone else. And then I started training so hard. I hired a personal trainer. I went with Dave and trained in the ring once a month, leading up into it. And the show came, and my friends and coworkers and everyone came, and they were just shocked. Most people were completely shocked. And now, about a year and a half later, this is my 13th and 14th match here at Crusher Fest, all thanks to Dave helping me live out a dream.
Crusher Fest allows us to all become that kid again and to remember the moments we spent with our family and loved ones. And that's what makes Crusher Fest so special. Yeah, it's the Crusher, and we celebrate him, and you roll out the barrel, and you do the polka, and you drink the beer. But at the end of the day, it's one big dysfunctional family having a huge reunion. and became a promoter because I knew I wasn't going to be a very good in-ring performer. And I just loved the creative aspect of it. When I was younger in middle school and even through high school, I had a notebook and I would create my own dream matches and how I would want my shows and cards to be. And when I got the opportunity to get involved in independent wrestling, there's no way I was going to say no. And for the first couple years, when I was doing Great Lakes Championship Wrestling with Rich Finke, I just sat there and kept my mouth shut, and I just had to watch and listen. And for me, I've always enjoyed putting the puzzle pieces together more than actually going in the ring and doing the performance.
So how did you get involved in wrestling? How did this all get started?
You know the term and the phrase, timing is everything? It was exactly what it was. I had a sports store up in Wisconsin. I'm like, gosh, I want to bring some wrestlers in the store. I wound up getting Dallas Page. He was my first autograph signing ever with wrestlers. We hit it off great. He was fantastic. And then I find out WWF is coming to town a month or two later. I made great friends. I mean, Al Snow, Mick Foley, Kevin Nash. I mean, you name it, I've worked with. I even had The Rock at my store.
This side used to be a Persian rug store. We remodeled the inside, got it up, fixed it up, cleaned it up, new carpeting, new walls, the whole thing. And Hero Sports Page was here. We didn't have the real fancy awning in the beginning. It was more of a wooden sign out in front. And I'll never forget, I had the NWO t-shirts. And right here in the front here, I had the NWA, the New World Order pro wrestling t-shirts. The neighborhood didn't understand it was pro wrestling when they saw it. People had left and slid nasty notes under my door. Didn't appreciate it. And I'm like, they obviously don't watch Monday Nitro. Shorewood police would come in and they would want to make sure everything was fine. They just wanted the photo ops. And on the corner was called Wick's Beer and Liquor. They loved it because the line was around the block, so they knew they'd be selling tons of beverages and snacks and all that fun kind of stuff. But yeah, I wish we could get in there. It's looks a lot different. It's all offices, but this was from 96 to 2000 my everyday. If I didn't have the store, Rich Finke never comes in to say, hey, do you want to do some professional wrestling events, independent shows? And I don't meet Al Snow, and I don't meet Kevin Nash, and I don't meet Road Dogg, I don't meet Buff Bagwell or Dallas Page. So for me, this was my foundation. This is where everything started. Because without this, I don't have the platform to have opportunities to work with so many great human beings.
Well, it's pretty big. It's huge.
It's humongous.
Humongous. That's a
new hashtag.
Hashtag? What's a hashtag?
Let's go. This is a freaking prison. Yeah. You said you wanted to learn to fight, right? That's insane. No better place to learn to fight than in a prison. Not to mention, it's shower day. Let's go. Come on. We're gonna learn to fight.
I first met Dave Herro terrible with dates. It would have had to have been in the late 90s during the Attitude Era. I met Dave he had a card shop in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I did an appearance at that card shop, and that was where I initially met Dave Herro. Why do we get along so well? I don't know. I don't think I've ever stopped to think about it. You know, you just meet certain people in your life that you connect with on certain levels. And Dave and I had done that right from the very start. We were friends, certainly, and then the relationship just continued to evolve from friends to best friends, and quite honestly, now we're truly family.
Al means a lot. Never in a million years would I think that Leif Cassidy would be my best friend. He's just a good human being. And we went through similar things at a similar time. And he has a lot of wisdom. And he's taught me a lot about wrestling, about life, about understanding. He has the patience of a saint. And when Cal wanted to start this journey, you know, he could only go so far wrestling in Milwaukee. And I called up Al and I said, hey, what do you think he should do? He's like, he needs to come down here by me. I'm thinking, it's my kid. It's, you know, he's 18 and there's nobody else that I would say, okay, you know what, Cal, you're going to go to Louisville, Kentucky, and you're going to live with Uncle Al and Mama Jess. And as much as Cousin Jack has given me, Al has given me just as much because of what he's done for Cal. There's a lot of stories that will never make air on this documentary. But again, he's my best friend. And he has done more for me than he'll ever know.
This is the Pro Wrestling Report, Primetime TV, the longest-running pro wrestling news program in the world, with your hosts, David Herro and Damian Nelson.
PWR was just the right place at the right time. My 24 Milwaukee, I believe they had just lost SmackDown, and they were replacing it with Ring of Honor. And they wanted more local wrestling. And they approached us because we just had the ESPN radio show on Monday nights. And they're like, hey, you ever think about bringing this show onto television? And how could we say no? I mean, Damian and I on TV together.
Where's Nelson?
He's always late. You know that, don't you?
Hey, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
Hey,
I understand you wanted to see us?
Yeah, we just got done doing some research that we want to work some theme ideas into some of your shows.
I'm sorry?
Theme ideas, themes.
It's wrestling. We're always a theme.
Okay, but for,
let me talk, please.
Like, let's just say we've got St. Patrick's Day coming up, perhaps.
Yeah.
And we
want
to do a show where we have a theme of St. Patrick's Day, because research shows that kids and families are going to dig that, and they're gonna tune in, and you're gonna boom, numbers go up. No, this is it. This is the future of PWR, my friend.
With all due respect,
all this stuff here. Look at this. How big is this right here?
With all due respect, I'm a broadcast journalist, and I would prefer to maintain my journalistic integrity.
Okay.
And not have to wear gimmicks.
Put this on real quick. Let me see. I think that's gonna. This is journalistic integrity. Put that on.
Can I just say one thing?
Sure.
There is no circumstance that can be created
in
which I will wear a tiara.
None? You sure?
15 years. 15 years. I've sat behind this table, I've done this show, and I've always prided myself on the professionalism that we've had and that we've been able to exude on this program, and then you come along. And I'm wearing a tiara.
You know, it's interesting. I don't know when I met Dave Herro.
I truly don't. I've always known of Dave Herro, but somehow or another, we became best friends, and neither of us can pinpoint that moment by which we met. It could have been at a wrestling show. It could have been at Hero's sports page. It could have been me listening to and calling into Hero 350 on ESPN radio. I don't know how we met.
Wrestling Report primetime television.
St. Patrick's Day edition. Look what you got us into.
Oh, look what I got us into.
I like Emma, David Herro. We got to hear her story, got to see her wrestle, and got to see her dance, and the bubbles we have not seen on Raw. The bubbles are key to the dance.
Bubbles were on Raw.
She's trying to... I've never seen the bubbles on Raw. Have they been?
Well, put on your glasses when you watch it next time.
Standing alongside Damian Nelson, he is I.
Who is standing right on the...
Oh, I like to live dangerously. We are in Times Square, New York City. What?
This should help. Now do you know who I am?
Welcome back, fans of the Pro Wrestling Report primetime Saturday night. Damian Nelson sitting here alongside Dave Herro, and it's time to go in-depth yet again with Al Snow. Al, welcome back to the Pro Wrestling Report.
I am so excited. Things are pulling up inside my stomach as we speak.
Oh, so we better make this a quick segment, huh?
And I asked him to come down to just, join us to chat. It was me and two other guys at the time, Beathead and Frank Cosentino, the Cos. And he came down that 1 week. He said, of course, yes, great, showed up. He sat there. He did great. He did awesome. In my mind, he was a 1 week, one-time guest. I crap you not when I say he showed up the following Monday. We had not talked. He showed up the following Monday and sat down and did the show and then remained a mainstay on the show through the end of it in 2021. Even though there had been numerous co-hosts and numerous partners over the years that the Pro Wrestling Report was on the air, starting in 1998, when we debuted on My 24 on WCGB, it was Dave and I sitting there doing this little show on television. And, it evolved into something quite spectacular, bigger than I think either of us would ever imagine. We never planned to be what we ended up being. And what I mean by that was we sat in the seats we sat in because that just is how it happened. We had the banter we had just because that's how it happened. We never intended to become what many people said we were, which was one of the most amazing compliments I've ever received in my life, which was that we were the modern day Heenan and Monsoon. And who was who? That was the great thing about us. Now, obviously, Herro was more of Heenan. I was more of Monsoon. But I would have my Heenan moments, and he would have his Monsoon moments, and both of us were both of them.
Damian Nelson is one of the most amazing people I've ever had in my life. And like I've said over the time, I can't thank him enough for what he has given to me. He was great. I mean, he would spend so much time putting together our show. And if I knew there was like a holiday, whether it be Valentine's, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, I'd always hit up Walgreens or some store and buy the props that they had. And I would find a way to get them involved in the show. And he would just roll his eyes because he knew I spent more time in the store than I ever did looking over what he put together. And to be fair, I never read what he put together because I just wanted to give him my first initial reaction, my first thoughts, because all I wanted to do was crack him and make him laugh to the point where we'd have to stop and restart. And he was a very patient soul. I got away with more stuff than I ever should have with him. But it just worked. It just clicked. I mean, with the chemistry we had, I dare any other wrestling podcast out there to top the fun and the chemistry that the two of us had together.
So you're building the narrative.
Of course.
Al's an abused husband.
Why do you think his voice is like that? All the throat punches.
All the throat punches.
Yeah.
I figured out now what else I sound like.
What?
Fucking didgeridoo.
We gotta get booked in Australia. Al's also part Aborigine.
Yeah. Fucking kangaroo. Like, hey, good day, mate.
Some of these here, this is in the kitchen. just a very few. I've had these in these frames forever. Just a few of the really cool moments. Like, first time I did a public appearance with The Rock at my Story Hero Sports page. Worked with Roddy Piper. What a sweetheart of a guy he was. Diamond Dallas Page wearing my radio show Hero 350 t-shirt at a WCW event in Milwaukee. So cool. He signed it and threw it out to the people in the crowd. And these are older photos. I have a lot more current ones I need to get up and out there. So the big old whiteboard. This is where I keep everything that is everything important. I don't want anyone to ever say to me, I did not know. Well, if you've been to my house, you now know. This is my schedule for wrestling events. And I'm sure there's been a couple extras on there that I have not added. This photo right here. This is when Cal first started out in OVW. And this was right before WrestleMania in Tampa in 2021. So my dad made the drive down with us. Al wanted us sitting ringside for Cal's match. If he loses, he has to quit OVW. So Cal lost. I knew that if people were going to believe that he lost, I needed to be as emotional as possible. And I immediately thought about how proud my mom would be of him. And that right there, I had tears in my eyes. And everyone in the back is like, why is Dave crying? But I knew I had to. But I also felt it like, what if this was real and his dreams are now dashed and taken from him? My house is the fortress of solitude because growing up, my parents, especially my mom, she wanted everybody to feel welcome. And she would take care of everybody. It was a revolving door of sometimes lost souls. And that's how I was raised. Everyone's welcome. Everyone has a story. Make sure that they're fed. Make sure that they feel safe. Listen. My mom never really busted anyone's chops and, would roast them and stuff. But that's the evolution of where that is. But that's just, I want people when they sit in my house, and when you walk in the front door, it does say Fortress of Solitude on it. And it's a safe haven.
So why are you afraid to bring us downstairs?
Because we had a show and a bunch of the guys were down here. If you notice, there's bells. That's to prevent all the ribs. And I have no idea what I'm walking into downstairs. I'm pretty sure that the beds aren't made and everything's still laying around. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. There's the cricket. This here I got signed for Cal. It's a WrestleMania poster signed by Kane, Rock, Triple H, Austin, Mankind, Taker, and Sable. Old vintage Miss Elizabeth poster. Of course, it's on the floor. It was not on the floor when I came down here last night. This is the original Hero Sports page signed from Door County up in 1994. Nick Bockwinkel, the Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal, The Rock, it's faded and whatnot. Sable, Ken Patera, Mick Foley, Kurt Hennig, Iron Sheik, Headbangers, Buff Bagwell, Brooklyn Brawler, Jim Brunzell, The Crusher. Yeah, a bunch of these here have all faded out. It's weird how Sharpies are permanent markers, but they fade. So, replica championship belt. Signed by Jesse Ventura, Vern Gagne, Medusa, Larry Zbyszko, Mad Dog Vachon, Dr. X, Jerry the King Lawler, Mean Gene Okerlund, Scott Hall, Eric Bischoff, Nick Bockwinkel, Jim Brunzell, Greg Gagne, Billy Robinson, Bobby Heenan, Baron Von Raschke, and Stan Hansen. There's not another belt like this out there. I know when Eric Bischoff saw it in Tommy Dreamer, they were blown away by it because it's a belt that most of these guys are no longer with us. I got this signed for Cal actually before he was even born. So it's the WrestleMania Icon versus Icon poster. It says, "To Cal, stay strong, Hulk Hogan. To Cal, get ready, The Rock." Legitimately, both autographs are done before he was even born. So there's a cricket in the background, and it's been really antsy lately. Normally it's not this bad. So my mom passed in August of 2020, and she had called me the morning of, and she was having a hard time breathing. And she goes, "I need you to come over here." And I go, "Where's Dad?" It's like 6:30 in the morning. She's like, "He's upstairs. He can't hear me." I live 3 minutes away. It felt like it took me an hour to get there. I knew something. My mom, she would never sell. You would never know something was wrong with her. And I get to the house, and the door was locked, and I got in, and she's sitting in a chair, and she's struggling to breathe, having a hard time, and she's sweating. And she's on the phone with 911. And I grabbed the phone, and I'm sure they were going as fast as they could. Wasn't fast enough. So I pull her forward because I want to take the pressure off of her lungs so she could breathe easier. And we were just, I'm just telling her, relax, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I yell upstairs for my dad. I go, "Hey, you need to get down here." And he's confused as to why I'm there at 6:30 in the morning. He's getting ready. I go, "Mom's not feeling good. The ambulance is on the way. Watch for the door to let them in." And we're talking. I go, "Aren't you glad I wake up early?" She looks at me and she goes, "Shut up." The last words my mother ever said to me were "shut up," which is appropriate because she said I talked way too much all the time anyhow. So the ambulance gets there and they bring in the gurney. And my mom, she was heavier because she was gaining weight, not taking care of herself. And I'm helping the paramedics lift her up. And we locked eyes, and her hands went like this. And I heard the gurgle. My dad and I used to have a nursing home. And I went through lots of sets of grandparents. So I had to get out of there. I was becoming desensitized to death. And I knew she was gone then. And they put her on, they wheeled her out. And the ambulance never left. Because they got everything on the ambulance. And she was gone that day. And for me, I'm glad I was there. Because at the time, my 72-year-old father would have had to walk down the stairs and found his wife dead. But then I knew I had to call my brother, my sister, and I had to tell myself. And my mom was Cal's mom. The Stacy wasn't always around. And that mom loved those grandkids more than you could ever know. Putting everything together, getting the funeral together. And I'm downstairs working out. And this cricket starts chirping. And I don't believe in weird stuff like that. It's just never been me. And I'm down and I'm like, God, what is she trying to tell me? Because I never had crickets in the basement. And it was just nonstop. It was nonstop. It wouldn't stop, and I couldn't find this damn thing, right? This was the day after. Third day, the cricket walks right out in front of me. Crickets don't do that. And just was like walking there like, I'm here. So I'm starting to think, okay, what is it? And I walked upstairs into the family room, and my mom had bought me new blinds and drapes for the family room, and they were still sitting in the corner. I had never put them up. And maybe I'm reading way too much into this. I have no idea. I'm like, she knows there is going to be a lot of people in this house, and I better get those blinds and drapes up. So my best friend from middle school through high school, Tim, he flies in, comes over. He gets the stuff up like within 30 minutes, right? We go downstairs. There's no more cricket. Nothing. Nothing for the entire day. It was the strangest thing. Like my mom and I, we've always had a very strong connection, you know. My brother and sister will say I was my mom's favorite. They're probably right, you know. But yeah, so it's like, you know, even Cal doesn't complain. Like when the house is full, like Al will just take over Cal's bedroom, and then Cal will go downstairs with his beds and couches down there. Doesn't complain. I see it's quiet now, you know. It's the first time it's been quiet for a little bit. Told us. Yeah, she probably wanted to get the recognition, you know. My mom, she was everybody's mom. Loved everybody unconditionally. Stubborn, very stubborn woman. I realized when she passed, it was in August of 2020. COVID's going on. We're all going to die, right? Don't leave your house. Over 400 people showed up at her funeral. And that's when I realized I want to be better. She died too soon. You look up love in the dictionary, in the encyclopedia, Wikipedia, Google search it. And if her picture doesn't come up, it's a lie. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about her.
Now that I have everybody's attention, I hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin,
What are you doing behind the bushes there, bro?
Ian, man. More fit. I look like I fucking. Ian Rock needs to have a piss bucket.
Shine's gonna be like shorter, right? So it's like, because like if it's like boom, you back me in the corner, clean break, lock up again, fight around. I put you in the corner, maybe do something shitty, boom, try to get you. You fucking shine up on me, maybe I powder the fuck out. We go out, fight around, fucking you take control, I'll fucking go cut off. Josh. So yeah, so them, it's gonna be them, Suge, and then Toop with Big Simone.
I'm gonna be right there with you.
Hey,
They're really confident.
I'm the artist formerly known as Mr. Kennedy, now known as Mr. Anderson. We're at the American Legion Post 974 here in beautiful, it's not Chicago, what is it, Forest Park, Chicago. It's fucking Chicago.
Boom. Line with the turn. Boom. Board down. Knees. Shot. You get the best of me. Boom. Cut you down. Go for a big one. Duck. Fucking boom. All the way through. Neck breaker. You're getting me up. I'm up on you. Boom. F9. Stop. Turn. Boom. I'll pick you up. Spin to your feet. I'm throwing a big one. Catch.
Everything's yeah. Let's go.
Did he call you a fat ass?
Thanks, sir.
My earliest memory was, I think it was at the Brat Stop, which he still runs shows there. It was Rockin' Randy Ricci, NAWF, North American Wrestling Federation, was running a show there. And I wrestled Jonas the Giant on that show, who was like just this big guy who occasionally would dress up as the fake Golga.
Got you, little son. Me? Yeah. Super friends? Bro. Fantastic. I love gifts.
Got you a little something.
Oh, look at this. This is super friendly.
Kind of comes in a special bag.
Oh, fantastic. What do we have here? Oh, is this the new Mr. Anderson
That is the new Mr. Anderson t-shirt for you to wear on air.
I remember having a conversation with him and asking him, or just picking his brain on how I should go about sending my stuff to WWE. And I remember him very specifically saying, like, don't do it. You're not ready.
And you got a man's size. Choose. Absolutely.
No. What are you trying to say?
Well, I wear men's clothing. Well, so do you. Yeah.
It kind of pissed me off a little bit, like, fuck that. Because my idea was I'd send a tape 6 months from now and they'd see improvement, hopefully, you know, so.
You gotta keep digging. There's a little more. A little something.
Oh, look at this.
For a lot of years, I didn't hate him. I didn't fucking, you know, it wasn't like, I didn't lose sleep over it, but like, that bothered me a lot. 2008, 2009, we like kind of reconnected.
Try it out, you know. Okay. Now, you know, just to let you know, I don't do this for anybody. I mean, anybody, ever.
But I'm glad that I stuck with it because I like Dave a lot. He's a good dude.
Ready? Whenever you want.
For one, I look at him as a father, you know, like that's the most, I think that's the most important most important aspect of his life to him. And I look up to that. The way that he's raised Cal is phenomenal.
Oh, there. This is fantastic.
And just the way that he conducts business, like, he's always professional, always has good advice for people.
Hey, so there you go. The spoken word will never be the same now. Well, for now. It'll do for now. Yeah, I appreciate it, baby. Come on. All right. All right.
What I have for Rod, as I said, Rod Hicks is here, folks, the collar and elbow guy. No, not the one who's always posting softcore pics of his ass on Instagram. That's the other collar and elbow guy. Rod recently informed me that he's both lactose intolerant, has a peanut allergy, and gluten intolerant. I said it was amazing that I just watched a documentary about that, and the actual medical term for somebody who has all of that is called being a big pussy.
JMO I have figured out. That's easy. It's his liver. We got to tweak up Josh Ashcraft. Doug is a challenge for me. You know?
So,
I don't know any of these guys.
Because I don't want to pick on his eyes. That's easy.
I'm not.
You know? Doug Basham, OVW head coach. He's the one guy that when you work with him, you move on to bigger and better things. Just ask Gail Kim. That's his ex-wife who married Chef Robert.
So, is that a sore spot?
Oh, God, no. He talks about it all the time.
There you go. All I know is that, one weekend in Cabo with Barry, and all I remember is waking up with, 13 pounds of blow and my foot was hurting, and there was two little people who were naked in the bathroom. I have no idea what the hell was going on. Like, you could just, just something off the wall. And the more asinine it is, the more acceptable it actually is. I would say my relationship with Dave blossomed fairly quickly. Literally, we met at, the Comic-Con, and we were talking. At the time, I was doing a podcast with Ken about all the hot button issues, politics, religion, sex, all the things you're not supposed to talk about. And it was called Push the Button. And Dave was very interested at the time with what we were doing and was asking me questions too. And I was there to interview him. It was funny.
Hey everybody, David Voxmullen here, live Chicago C2E2 with the one and only Dave Herro. That's me. Entertainer extraordinaire. We are here. You brought a whole bunch of fantastic people.
Super friends to C2E2.
Super friends.
He had such an outgoing personality. And then like the very next time I saw him, I think it was at a Six Flags Great America wrestling event, 4th of July. I walked up and he had treated me like we had been friends for decades. And it really hit me because I thought, wow, he has no idea who I am, and he's clearly not very smart, because if he'd known me as well as he does now, he probably wouldn't be my friend. But I'm just kidding. No, he brought me into his world extremely fast. The fall of 2015, during the first Trump presidential election, I had developed a show with a friend where we were literally in character. I was Donald Trump. I was probably the best Trump you've ever seen. It was so good, so tremendous. People loved it. They loved it. They thought I was great.
She's a wonderful woman. Melania is her name. She's a great woman, and I paid $10,000. I mean, I met her online. I mean,
Dave came and saw that show, and clearly he got a kick out of it. And then literally a month and a half later, he invites me up to Blizzard Brawl. What do you think about Trump opening the show? And I said, well, it's a good thing I've got all that gear in my car. And he was like, you already act like a wrestler.
Stop here in Wisconsin on my way to Chicago on my campaign trail, because we all can say Chicago's a much better area than Wisconsin.
You know, I understood the assignment at the time. You know, the idea here was that I was going to be a heel, you know, so I wanted to just go out there and get as much of a reaction as I could. And man, I was getting boos and people were swearing at me and everything. And it was just, oh man, I loved it. Just the fact that someone like Dave, who is an established producer, is, you know, doing all of these shows, multiple shows a year, that he saw something in me that he was willing to take a chance on me. Probably he had no idea how terrified I was. But fast forward a couple of years later, Al Snow and I did a national comedy tour for about 2 years. And man, if I ever needed a confidence injection, that was it.
I found out that there is a cure for chronic hiccups, and it's to massage the prostate. So I can't wait to get them again, and then just tell my wife, Jessica, in circular motions, don't make eye contact.
And since then, I've gone on to tour nationally myself, and now I'm a nationally touring stand-up comedian, and I don't think that happens without Dave Herro. Now, total dream come true scenario, I'm now involved with OVW, which is something I never thought would even be a possibility. But because of my connections with Dave, that in turn the connection with Al, I got a call from Al Snow one day, and he just said, I need you to be the Chief Operating Officer of the OVW Board of Directors.
You are exhibiting unprofessional behavior.
All happiness aside, none of that happens if I'm not friends with Dave Herro. So again, it always comes back to Dave.
But hey, seriously though, Monday hit me up, and then just remind me, and then I'll come in hot, and everybody will be like, wow.
How are you?
I thought Al's roast was awesome. I was so uncomfortable. Just because it's like, I'll bust balls if it's just us hanging out, but there was an audience.
Buckle up as we take our shots at the man we all love, to shit on. But what a legend, what a career, what a fucking legacy. But enough about The Rock, we're here talking about Al.
If you'd have told a 14-year-old Rob Hicks that in the year 2024, you're going to be a guest roaster for Al Snow, I would have told you, fucking Al Snow is going to be relevant in 2024?
To all the fellow workers, hello. To all the fans, hello. Obviously, to my man Avatar, one of the greatest human beings of all time. His jokes would be funnier if we could understand them.
And last but not least, the man of the hour, Mr. Al Snow. He looks great tonight, folks. Come on, give it up for Al Snow. What, does collar and elbow not make a fucking suit? What?
What can be said about Al Snow that hasn't already been said? Thank you. Good night.
It was very entertaining. It was very funny. I'm glad that Doug Basham got roasted more than I did.
And who the fuck made fun of my lazy eye? Who was that?
Everybody.
I mean, there was just basically just one theme for me, but you know.
Al's best friend, Dave Herro, is here tonight. Give it up for Dave.
Dave Herro, everybody. Spoiler alert, Cal's going over tomorrow.
Most people, when they go through a midlife crisis, they buy a new car, they blow a bunch of money, go to Vegas. But Dave, he just goes and gets a woman a third of his age.
Hero, I have not been booked on Blizzard Brawl for 15 years running, so I hope after this song, we make it another 15 years.
What kind of a narcissistic fuck uses his full name as a profession? I'll tell you who. Presidential assassins and pedophiles. Just ask David Herro here. And y'all can take that from me, David Vox Mullen.
Dave Herro's here, guys. You can tell because every time he smiles, the room brightens up a little bit. I'm not trying to compliment you, you got some big ass teeth, bitch.
Dave, you're an awesome individual. He does a great job running a show. He knows how to promote a show. He knows how to market a show. He knows how to book a show. And if there's one thing that I will never, ever, ever be able to do with Dave if I was a promoter is go toe to toe.
I don't have 10 toes. No, I was diagnosed type 2 diabetic in 2001. And I didn't try to fix anything. And it went about 10 years of drinking 6 Cokes and eating whatever I wanted and living next to a bakery and having 3 or 4 donuts on the way to work or having a McGriddles at McDonald's. And next thing you know, you're 475 pounds and it pains to walk. Your feet and knees hurt. And I didn't realize that diabetes, type 1 or type 2, take your pick, the damage it does to your body.
You know, it's not funny, but it's funny. Dave's had some health challenges with diabetes. I say it's funny, but it's not funny because it seemed like every year at WrestleMania, where we had to do several events and promote events and like manage events, he had to have foot surgery. There was another piggy going to market.
I didn't even know why he was in the boot when I met him, you know. I just knew that he had a foot issue and he was constantly, you know, in and out of the boot. When I found out I had diabetes, he reached out to me and told me, you know, hey pal, you know, that's what I've got.
There were many times where I could feel the tension, I guess you could call it, over what this is going to mean and what is next, because it literally was on the WrestleMania cycle every year, either before or after. Usually after WrestleMania, he was going into surgery.
Just got out of my 18th foot surgery. Little pinky toe went to market. Devin toes and loyal. Yep, 18th surgery, 3rd toe amputation. Just smoothly coming out of the anesthetic and back on the grind. Got a show this weekend, got a wedding the weekend after, got another show on the 7th, final show on the 14th. Then I got to be in Louisville on the 21st. So the grind never stops, even when the toes do. You know, my neuropathy is so strong in my feet that I don't know if I'm wearing shoes or socks some days. I hop in the shower, I gotta look down to make sure I took my socks off. I first realized there was an issue. I was at WrestleMania in Miami. I don't know what year it was, but if you Google WrestleMania Miami, you'll figure it out. And we're all walking across South Beach barefoot. Everyone's complaining. Like, it doesn't hurt. What are you complaining about? And by the time we stopped, I was on my feet. I had blisters from the heat. I didn't feel anything. Then another time, I stepped on a pin. I don't know how long was my foot for. I didn't feel it. So, you know, diabetic feet, there's no cure for that. Once you have it, you have it.
Sometimes I'd call him, he'd be like, oh yeah, hey, I'm on my way to the hospital. Okay. You okay? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just gonna get another toe removed. Okay.
So I've had, I think, 17 foot surgeries, 2 toe amputations, 2 tendon transfers, you name it. I mean, I was in the gym one time working out and I dropped a 55-pound dumbbell. Didn't know it landed on my foot. A month later, having foot problems, I go in, they go, hey, your foot's broken.
For his business, for his family, for his friends, he made a lot of sacrifices and postponed those surgeries and was on his feet a lot more than he was supposed to be to do right. But he wasn't doing right by Dave, and he knew that. And he suffered as a result of it. I don't know the number of toes are gone now, but he might have 2 more if he had stuck to his regimes and stuck to the plans that the doctors gave him. But it was challenging because it wasn't a crutch, no pun intended. It was something Dave embraced and said, it is what it is. I'm going to make fun of it because what else is there to do? It is what it is. The strength that he showed during all of those bouts of surgeries and just new injuries or whatever complications was very, very brave.
I mean, I wish that would have been done differently, but at the same time, I had to learn a lesson. When I went for my first foot surgery, they removed the bone under my pinky. And I don't know if it was an assistant or whatever, or the guy was just trying to get me, messing with me. He goes, hey, if we can't save your pinky toe, should we cut it off or sew it to the other one? I was like, oh shit, this is real.
They cut in here, and they had to shave part of the calf muscle down because they said my calves were too thick for the pressure. Because here, there's another scar right in there where they had to go in and reattach the tendon off of this foot that snapped off, and then they had to cut this calf here. And that's the shoe that has, there's only 2 toes left on that one. So it looks like this. That's how it looks. Balance is fine. It's weird because you think the first few days after I got shoes back on again, it's a little bit, just because I was in a post-op shoe for 3 weeks. So you're used to more of a flat surface. But, I'll show you, like on these, with the shoes. See how they gotta fill in where the toe and stuff is missing, and then so that the shoe doesn't bend, there's a carbon plate in here.
Keep it from.
So that way I don't bend the foot. So but you can see what they had to do. Always making modifications. $700, $700 for this. So yeah. So God bless Skechers though, right?
Hey.
So, and then there's the Thanos tattoo where he's snapping and he gets to make the half of my toes disappear, which sucks because I wish I would have put it up here a little bit higher, because if they do take my foot, they may have to go from the knee down and then I'll lose the tattoo. And it'll be funnier if the tattoo is up here. Yeah. And it's like when you got tattoos on your arms, you should at least try to make your arms look good for the tattoos. So we'll do some biceps and triceps. When I started this journey, I think it's 10 or 11 years ago, Al and I would do our competition continue photos. Hashtag competition continues. Because we both wanted to get in better shape. And it may or may not have been vanity. It could have been some vanity in there. We would take the gym photo, post it, and hashtag competition continues. We tag each other.
which is our way of calling each other out to get to the gym to go do their thing. So if Al got to the gym before me and he tagged me, I knew I had to go. So then I would try to go earlier than him to make him have to go. And we did it. God, I bet you we have, well, let's see, if you worked out 300 days a year for 10 years, you've taken a lot of douchebag selfies.
So Ashton, it's a double-edged sword. I was very excited to team with Al in Cal and have that. I physically wasn't ready for it. I just didn't feel like I was ready, and I'm trying to put the one thing I hate is when people try to put together a show and wrestle on it, because you can't do everything. And Al doesn't like to go over a lot of the stuff.
And their opponents from Cedarburg, Wisconsin,
just very insecure of my appearance. And for me, it showed. I was still having problems with my feet. I couldn't train as hard as I wanted to. And during the match, it was passable, okay? It was passable. Everyone was great. I am grateful to Doug and to Backwoods and to Drew and to Alan Cal, but I'm sitting there listening to everybody cheer Fanny Pack. All those kids are cheering for Fanny Pack. And I go to Cal, I go, you need to win. Nobody gives a fuck that I'm in this match because it's been so long, you know? It's like, no, you're going over. I'm like, no, dude, the people want you. And he was not listening to me. That's what everybody there wanted to see. They didn't care. They weren't on the same journey as me. They've watched him the last 4 years grow from fanny pack kid to now Cal Hero. So they're invested. For me, it's like, oh, it's his old fat dad in the ring, with, at the time, 8 toes, now I'm down to 7. Imagine that. This is October. So yeah, in the last, 3-4 months, I lost another one.
Just want to say a few quick words. Summer of 1998 was my very first time in a pro wrestling ring right here in Ashepin, Wisconsin. I had no idea I'd have a son, a fanny pack kid that would be endeared and loved by all of you, or a best friend named Al Snow. Cal told me, he's like, hey Dad, have one more match. And I said, the only place I want to do will be right here in Ashepin, where everything started 25 years ago. Thank you all so much for coming out. This means more to me than you know. It means the world to that kid right there because of how much I love him. I'm done in the ring, but that one right there is going to be around for a while. So give it up for the fanny pack kid, Cal Hero.
Awesome. Just awesome.
Dave, how you feel?
I feel good. I mean, everything went really quick. It's been forever since I've been out there, so I did the best I could. I was just listening, talking with Cal on the apron, listening to Al on the apron. It was great. It was a great moment. Glad I got to share that with Cal. And now I can officially close that chapter, that book of in-ring whatever. So now it's all his. Now it's his story to tell. Now it's his story to tell. I thought I killed Drew.
Oh no, he's fine. He's tough. He's tough. That belly looked awesome.
I had to get one Instagram spot, you know what I mean? And that had to be it. So grab with the choke slam. Yeah, man. People love those people out there that love him. That was intense. You need to go out there and sell some merch. Because that's what they're there for. That's why I love this so much.
I've only watched the match once because it wasn't what I had hoped. And it was my fault. Because of the foot issues, I couldn't do certain things. Like, my neuropathy is so strong, I don't feel my feet. So now I'm in a position where I have to move around on a canvas that is bumpy at times. Like, I don't know if this was a good idea when I got in there. Just because my balance is fine. But again, if I can't feel my feet, I don't know what's really going on. Like, when I go down, like, I can't carry as heavy of things as I used to down the stairs because I don't know if I'm on the stair or not until I miss it, So, but it was great. Cal had a blast. Al, of course, will always bust my balls. Drew Hernandez, I gave him the splice. I felt like I got up and I looked back. I'm like, fuck, I barely got off the ground. But I thought I crushed him.
We know Cal the wrestler, the fanny pack kid. But who is Cal Hero to you?
Cal is my purpose.
Cal. Hey. Cal. What's up, dude? Hey. You alright?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, hey, what's up?
How are you?
Well, water.
What?
Water.
Water?
It's peaceful.
Yeah?
War.
You left the TV on. What happened?
What?
What? You left your TV on. Are you awake or are you sleeping still?
Cal Herro.
My relationship with Cal, well, geez, I was there and I've known Cal since the day he was born.
He's young, he's a good-looking kid, he's got charisma. I mean, what else can you ask for in this business?
He's got that thing that's called the it factor.
What's up, Fanny Pack Party? It's me, the most wham-tastic, jitterbugging, fanny packing, bum bagging, fanny pack kid, Cal Herro.
Cal grew up in professional wrestling, you know, and I'm actually really super proud of from where he started as to where he is now. And in all honesty, the sky is the limit for Cal Herro.
It's kind of a blur, but it's just something I've just grown up in, and it was like from day one, like I was a part of it. You know, Dad running shows and whatnot. So I feel like from the beginning, I've been a part of pro wrestling.
It's a big moment in your life. Stand up straight. Put your hands at your side. Stand at attention. If you're gonna be my new tag partner, we're gonna go over a few rules.
Cal, what's up, buddy?
Ladies and gentlemen, your competitor today is my buddy Cal. Come on over, Cal.
Beat your little feet on outside and go play in the dirt or something.
From the first time I stepped in the ring with Cal Herro, I knew that sometime down the road, he's going to be a star.
I feel like Cal doesn't have a bad fucking bone in his body. He's just such a good kid.
I think he made his first appearance on the Pro Wrestling Report around 7 or 8 years old.
Cal, how are you?
Natural talent was amazing. Yeah, he was nervous. He was absolutely nervous. But he did it, and he wasn't shy about it.
Him grow up, and I don't want to be so presumptuous as to assume but feel like I'm like almost an uncle, you know, to Cal, or a surrogate father, like a godfather to him, and you know, watch over him and protect him and look out for his best interests like I would if he were my very own biological kid. And it's great. It's awesome that I've had that opportunity to be so involved in his life and to watch him grow up and develop.
How are you feeling about tonight, Cal?
I'm excited. I'm nervous. I mean, it's a full house, so can't complain, you know. But it's a test. It's definitely a test tonight for the OVW Nightmare Rumble. I'm entering in at number two, and I'm going all the way to the very end. And then as I get eliminated, I come back in. So I figure it's about an hour 10 minutes. Never done it before, but it's a good thing I worked with Doug, because Doug and I went 20 minutes straight. So this is a little different. So, but I'm excited and nervous.
In just a few minutes, number 1 and number 2 will begin in the ring. And then every 2 minutes thereafter, another star will join the contest. The only way to be eliminated is to be thrown over the top rope with both feet touching the floor. After all 30 have entered, one random wild card entry will enter the match once again. And the last man standing will be declared the winner of the Nightmare Rumble and will receive a title opportunity at the NWA World Championship.
I show up to training, go to the gym, study film, but tonight's the night where I can show everybody that, I can go an hour, I can be in that ring, I can possibly win, I can become a champion. I'm not just, this is a night where I can show who I am, and that's very important to me.
I hate the idea that we hate on people because they were afforded opportunities that we wanted but didn't get. A lot of people are like, oh, you're only getting these opportunities because you're dead, because that's how the wrestling business is. Nobody beats nepotism in this business. It's the ultimate champion.
There's probably been some talk about, Cal having everything handed to him, Cal this, Cal that, his dad this, his dad that. All I can say from what I see, Cal doesn't want any of that.
Far from the case, but I don't think I need to say it. I think that if you actually were to put aside your own pettiness and jealousy and you were to actually watch his actions, watch his behavior, watch how he invests time and effort and money into himself, you would see that the results that he's getting are warranted based off of just that simple fact that he really wants it and therefore what it takes to achieve it.
Curtis. Ooh, collision middle of the ring there. Both men got a little bit of it. Oh, and again. Hold on, Cal Hero. Oh my God. Luke Curtis did it! Luke Curtis did it! EC3's fell over, man!
Certified Luke Curtis!
Tonight was fantastic. Without a doubt, the best Rumble we've ever had. Everybody meant something. Everyone did something special. Of course, I thought Cal did fantastic. Over an hour in there.
Yeah, we did.
He ate like shit the last 2 weeks at home. Didn't do any cardio. You wouldn't know it. He did awesome. He was awesome.
Well, I did it. Didn't win, but I did it. Dude, it's like a mix of emotions. Like proud, freaking Dad was here, Damien was here. I got to work with the best. Like best choice I've ever made in my life was come here. And it's turned me from being a shy little kid to whatever the heck I'm in now, and I think the best way to describe it is blessed right now. Definitely blessed.
No one ever says it to me, but I know it's being said where it's, oh, Cal's here because of his dad, oh, his dad got him on AEW. Oh, his dad got him on Impact, oh, if it wasn't for his dad's friend being Al Snow, he wouldn't be at OVW. And, when I first started, my dad told me people would say that. I thought it'd bother me more, but it wasn't until I realized, they can say whatever they want. I get to put in the work, and it honestly makes me better because now I have to work instead of 100%, I have to work 150% times harder than everyone else. And it honestly just made me better. And I quit caring about what people said and how it's my dad and started realizing that selling the merch, I'm getting booked, I'm on TV, it doesn't matter.
Do you truly think Cal is ready?
I believe Cal's 100% ready. Maybe I didn't realize it when he was growing up, but every step along the way has been preparing him to do exactly what he loves. From moments on the Pro Wrestling Report where we would throw him into a skit and he had no idea what was happening, and he would ad-lib it and he would figure it out, to putting him behind a desk with a teleprompter for the first time, to being put in uncomfortable situations with the boys busting his chops. Yeah, he's ready and he's good. And not saying it because he's my kid. If he wasn't, I'd be like, this kid is good. He has it. He has charisma. Besides his ridiculous, movie star good looks and the smile and the charm, there's no question, if it's not in wrestling, he's going to be a star in something.
Gruber Law Offices presents GLCW Blizzard Brawl, Saturday, December 7th at the Waukesha County Expo Center, featuring stars from WWE, OVW, TNA, and the NWA, with a special appearance by WWE superstar Braun Strowman. Get your tickets now at blizzardbrawl.com to be there live, Saturday, December 7th at the Waukesha County Expo Center. It's Blizzard Brawl.
I never really had the privileges of Christmas parties, company Christmas parties and stuff. So I've created my own, and it's called Blizzard Brawl. Blizzard Brawl, to me, started out being almost a complete disaster and has morphed into, it's a celebration.
I've been to a lot of wrestling shows, WWE, AEW. GCW is basically nothing like I've ever seen. This place is the most amazing thing in the world. I get to meet people who have been on TV, been on the independents, and just in the world of professional wrestling, the best place in the world for it.
I like Blizzard Brawl because they bring an array of talent, and it's great for the community, and love the show.
It's the WrestleMania of indie shows in Wisconsin, so I look forward to it every year.
I think it's a lot of fun, and I like to support Dave. He's always been a good guy.
Dave is not only a professional, but he's also a personal friend of mine.
He's the main reason I'm here for this show. I was really surprised that David does a really great job on getting these kind of talent, like he said.
He's a businessman, but he's a human being too. He's very personable.
Dave Herro, great promoter, puts on a fantastic show, and I've never been disappointed.
That's exactly where it is. That's what it is. This woman's a gentleman. Still get a pop. Still get a big pop. And then when it's, you'll know when it's time to fucking go. All the way right now.
All right, Dave Herro.
Oh, hey.
It's 4:30.
Hi. It is 4:30.
How we feeling?
I feel fine. Everything's done. It's going to be sold out. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be packed to the rafters. Just got to get everyone in the building now.
Well, tonight's Blizzard Brawl, the biggest night of the year here in Wisconsin, and it's cool, man. It's like just driving in last night, kind of got like sentimental about it. 'Cause it's like this is home growing up. Honestly, this is like where I first started stepping in the ring as a kid, so it's a very cool, special night tonight. So Dad's obviously running around all over the place, trying to get everything together, but like, it's calm this year. It's exciting. Everyone's excited that it's Blizzard Brawl season, and we get to tear the house down tonight. So it's gonna be fun.
And I've said before, it's a celebration of professional wrestling, where the fans get an intimate setting with people that they have seen on their TVs over the past 20-some years. And now they get to meet and greet them. They get to shake their hand, tell them their story, get their autograph, and cheer and boo. And it's a magical moment for me knowing that you can put together an event that people can go to and they forget who they voted for, who they pray to, what offends them, what irritates them, and they can all boo and cheer and high-five each other together. Blizzard Brawl is a place for the past, the present, and the future. And to know that that is something that I was able to put together with lots of help from the Cousin Jacks to the Jeff Lynns, to the people at the Waukesha County Expo Center. But it's just cool to see the families and the kids enjoy something that they love.
You're up here, fooling around on your phone.
I don't need money. I got plenty of money. Look how I dress. Look at my fucking watch. Look at my chains.
Those are fancy.
I mean, I'm money, bro. I'm getting paid by Dave way more than any of these other people. That's why I don't need to sell any much. I'm Dave's other son. Listen, man, I've been trying to tell you guys for the longest time. I'm Dave Herro's real son, not Cal Herro. Cal doesn't even really look like him that much. I look way more like Dave.
Don't worry, I got you. So far, it is so good. Smoother than I thought, but we just started. So let's see once the show starts at 7 o'clock, people are finally in their seats. No one's in their seats yet. And that's what I'm waiting to see, if it's going to be a shenanigans fest or not.
I always like the humbleness, Dave. You setting up everything basically yourself.
Because it won't get done right.
Exactly. It has to get done right?
Just like that is perfect.
Okay, and then
These will be blue.
Okay.
A good experience so far?
Yeah, it has.
Good. Good.
It really has.
Awesome.
Okay.
It's gonna go out there. Okay.
Let me here.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you doing?
David, that's my brother.
Good.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's my brother, Kelsey.
This is
My brother-in-law.
Steve, good to meet you.
Tired. That was a lot. That was 2.5 hours nonstop.
You know what?
Thanks.
Here's the thing. People are, you want to see it too.
How are you, sir?
It's an honor. No, it's an honor.
Good. How's it out there? Swinging from the rafters? This is your fucking Dave Herro. And people fucking like you.
The guy thinks he's a big deal. Just look at him, pan over there and look at him a little bit. Look at him. Okay, back over there, back here. So he thinks he's this big deal, right? And I taught him everything he knows, right? I'm gonna give you some behind the scenes stuff that you've never seen before. The way he treats me. No, actually I'm joking. Dave's a great guy. This is a great event. This is a family reunion. Yeah, have fun. And my name's Troy.
Haley, what do you think of Cal? Be nice.
Be nice? Okay,
I'll turn around.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice.
There you go.
That's
there you
nice
go.
right there. Got a nice little tater.
Whose idea was that?
Nice. Promotion department. Yeah.
The number of full circle moments.
When the match is done, talk about that.
Talk about the match?
Do your promo before.
Yeah.
Get all your heat, whatever.
Oh, the baby face.
When the match is done, put the bow on it.
You want me to talk after?
We got the newest rockers here, and it's not just Al and I, or Leaf and I. It's Marty Jannetty, Leaf, and myself. And Braun Strowman. And freaking Braun Strowman. So I think the odds are in our favor. Feel pretty good.
Fucking Kang right here. The worst villain in the history of Marvel.
He got beat up by Ant-Man.
I come in. Boom. Boom. No. Ow! Peter, how? No, a big wild. How'd you hear? Did you ask about our time?
When did you guys go?
Our time. It says 6 to 8 on the paper. Is that right, or is it 8 to 10?
Feel it out.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I think what we have is.
But we can't do it without bringing out the guy that's been doing this for you for so many years. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Mr. David Herro!
Thank you all very much. Can't believe that this show started at the Ramada Hotel on 13th and College 19 years ago. We jam-packed 700 people in that ballroom, and we've tripled it tonight. I originally didn't want to come to the Waukesha County Expo because I thought it was too far and there was no bus line. But every year, every one of you have proven to me you will find a way to get to Blizzard Brawl, and I thank you for that. For some of you that have been here over the years, you've seen some of the greats in this ring. This building, a long time ago, had Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan in the AWA. Since then, we've had Demolition Team with a Road Warrior animal for the first time. We've had a Roddy Piper's Pit. We had the very first ever NWO versus DX when it was Scott Hall and Kevin Nash against Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. And I got a cease and desist from both WWE and TNA that night. And I never would have thought that in 2024, a WWE superstar would be allowed to be present in the ring actively at Blizzard Brawl. 4 or 5 years ago, the main event was the new Bloodline Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu in this very ring. Well, we got some of Fatu here tonight. Being managed by Armando Alejandro Estrada. And if you don't know, that was his father Umaga's manager. So for Armando Estrada, this is a full circle moment for him as well. So thank you for your love and support. Oh, also, next year is the 20th anniversary of Blizzard Brawl. So, I promise when tickets go on sale in July, it will be the biggest, the baddest, and the most impressive Blizzard Brawl of all time.
Blizzard Brawl 2024. I loved it. Like, if I was gonna be done, I wish I was done after that show. because it was just so smooth. I mean, we hit home run after home run after home run that night. I think it was like 3 hours and 4 minutes long with all of those stars and all those big matches. And if there were complaints, I didn't hear any of them. This one here, without a doubt, is my favorite Blizzard Brawl of all time.
Where does Blizzard Brawl go from here?
I don't know what happens to Blizzard Brawl past 2025. It'll be the 20th edition of Blizzard Brawl this coming December. It's getting to the point for me where I don't know how to top the previous year. And I've been very blessed and a lot of luck where I've been able to do it the past 5 or 6 years. But, you know, I don't know.
Wakey, dog, it's time to get up. It's over.
I often wonder what I would do if I didn't have wrestling in my life. Right now, I help Al with OVW. It takes up a lot of my time. I love every moment of it. I learn every day working with him about the creative aspects of professional wrestling and more of the business aspects as well. So I don't know, and I really haven't thought about it yet because it's not here. I've always said if you wait until the last minute, it only takes a minute. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll wait till right before I'm done to decide what the plan is. Wherever it takes me, it takes me. I know that being a wrestling fan, really since the 6th grade, watching the Iron Sheik beat Bob Backlund and then seeing the Road Warriors on the Superstation, never in a million years would I have dreamt that I would have worked with everybody that I have watched on television. And I got to live out that childhood dream. So if it ends today, more than blessed.
You know, 25 years into doing Great Lakes Championship Wrestling, doing independent shows, appearances, events, WrestleMania parties, television, radio, that as long as you love it, doesn't matter how much you're making, just keep doing it.
It's not a promoter-performer relationship when it comes to Dave Herro. It's a friendship, it's a relationship, it's a partnership. And too many people don't realize that.
Because you can judge people not by what they say, but by what they do. And over the years, Dave has always demonstrated exactly that he's a man of integrity and respect. And that's a hard thing to earn in the business of professional wrestling.
From day one that I met him, he's treated me like a brother. We've always had a good time, catch up when I'm in town with the crazy schedule I have, having dinner. He always reaches out, sees how things going. He's a true friend.
Thank you, Dad, for being the father that, not just that I wanted, but the one that I needed. And thank you for always having my back. Thank you for teaching me everything I know. And thank you for turning me into the man that I'm becoming.
The legacy of Dave Herro is when everybody else said it was a stupid idea and wrestling is fake, why would you want to get involved in that? You're just wasting your time. I didn't listen to them. And I believed in what I loved. I saw it through. And it may not have been the most conventional way. It may have been every other way but that. But I just want anyone to know, and this is so sappy, but if you believe in it and you want to do it, if you don't try it, you're just lying to yourself, because you will always think, man, I wish I would have. Like I said in the very beginning, the greatest things in my life have come from professional wrestling.
Get the advantage here. That low blow, and now... Wait a second. Oh! Cal out of nowhere! Standing up! Oh! Standing covering kid! 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! We've got a new champion! Cal! Here is the winner! OVW Heavyweight Champion, Cal Herro.
And I'm Dave Herro, and people fucking like me.
These words for you.
I'm Adam Scher, aka WWE superstar Braun Strowman, and I fucking love Dave Herro.
I'm Damian Nelson, and I fucking love Dave Herro.
I'm Shotgun Tony Gunn, and I fucking love Dave Herro.
And I'm Sexy Sandra D, and I fucking love David here.
My name's TW3 the 80s baby, and I fucking love Dave Herro.
I'm Doug Basham, and I fucking love Dave Herro.
I'm Josh Chernoff, and I fucking love Dave Herro.
I am the shot caller Backwoods Brown, and I fucking love Dave Herro.
I'm Iron Mike Kirkov, and by golly, I love Dave Herro.
I'm Ken Anderson, and I fucking love Dave Herro. I'm fucking Cash Flow, and I love Dave Herro.
I want to congratulate my friend Dave Herro on completing his documentary. I've known you for almost 3 decades now. That's crazy. We're closing in on 30 years. I met you originally in the late 90s. I did a ton of work with you back then, crowded signings, the whole deal. Always a blast. And I feel honored to have met you in this crazy thing we know as life. Dave, congratulations on the documentary. I look forward to seeing you the next time, my friend.
Hey, this is Scott Garland, Scott Taylor, Scotty Duhati, whatever my name is these days. I've known Dave since 1998, which is insane to even think it's been almost 3 decades. And I can honestly say, not only is he one of the best independent promoters in the United States, wrestling aside, it's rare to meet a good human being in the world today, I feel like, let alone inside the pro wrestling business. And Dave is one of those. He's a great human being. He's a great promoter, like I said. Most of all, he's a great father to Cal. How to call Dave my friend, and especially after all these years. So, very proud to know Dave Herro.
This is Shane, Hurricane Helms. What's this for again? Who? Oh, yeah. Daniel. Dave Herro, exactly. Dave from Chicago. Milwaukee. Dave from Milwaukee. I remember. I got it down there. Dave actually is one of my great friends, to be honest with you. I started out as a promoter, booked me for a couple shows, couple autograph signings, and just one of those people that, next thing you know, one of my best friends in life. A great guy. He'll take a bullet for you, not to the foot. Stay away from the foot. Trust me on that. Just a superhuman being. Inner circle guy. In this age of texting and email, is literally one of the few people I still talk to on the phone. Just a great human being. I can't say enough good things about him. My man, Daniel Herro from Chicago.
Hey, it's Kevin Nash, and I met Dave for the first time I worked Herro's Hideaway, whatever it was. He brought Dallas, Kimberly, and myself in, and that was the first time I met Dave. And then a couple of years later, we did a signing in Chicago. The people that brought us in, they weren't Dave. They were there was a couple. I remember when it was said and done, like they didn't have enough money to cover everybody. And Dave had an idea that this thing might go south. So Dave, at the time, it owned some gas stations, and he had brought six grand cash for them, and made sure we got paid. No, we just became friends, and we always got along. He's got a great sense of humor, and as time went on, he got. I went up and worked a couple of times for his promotion. Scott and I worked a couple of times for his promotion, and we continued. Did the shenanigan parties at maybe 5 or 6 WrestleManias together. Very kind, very gracious guy, salt of the earth, great father, great friend. I don't know of anybody that knows Dave but would have anything negative to ever say about him. Shout out, Dave. Glad I could be a part of this doc. I don't think it'll do you justice, but we can all try. Thanks. Peace.